Tempt me.
Yes, it's that time again. Tune in to Taking It Too Far podcast.
You are weak.
I am weak.
With 3 P's in the pod. Funny stories and bad
What you doing over there,
interviews
boo?
with 3 P's in the pod. Good times are right here. Taking It Too Far podcast. No need to be politically correct today. Let's take it nice and easy. The best friends are here to make your day. It's a Taking It Too Far podcast.
What are you doing over there?
My name's Brandon. This is a podcast.
La Laura.
Adam.
You wiping the walls?
When? I was wishing my poster good luck.
Did you have a Jeffrey recently?
Jeffrey? Yeah, I hung out with P. Diddy.
Is that what that white shit is behind your neck? You got a little plaster behind your ear.
I'll plaster your ear.
No, you won't.
Yes,
Not
I will.
again. Not
Yeah,
again.
just like your friend plastered that chick's ear in that cemetery that one time. It's like a running gag on it. It's not even a gag. It's like a running story on this podcast.
Right in the ear.
I never heard that story until
Dude,
you.
I heard it like it got so bubbly, like it jizzed out.
That's so gross.
I want to know what
You
the
could
girl,
fill
who the
it
girl
up.
was.
AG.
I don't know. You'll have to tell me after. Text me.
Let's just say
Agricultural growth.
when I put BJ to bed, I say good night.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
That had to be recent.
Huh? That's in
happen?
high school.
Was it?
Why, they back together?
No, but that's funny.
They back together?
I did not know that.
They back together? They doing their cum in the cemeteries?
No.
Sing
but-
again?
Wow.
Laura's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Peanut butter jelly.
I do not know if that's
Most
true
people
or
that are
not.
listening to the podcast are like, what are you talking about?
That's why our retention sucks.
Yeah.
What do we listen to this thing? We don't know who AG is.
Good night.
Well, now they do. It'd take a lot of searching now.
I do not know. I know it's a scientific
Allegedly.
podcast. I know it's a scientific podcast, but I know nothing of what you're talking about.
Allegedly, of course. This happened 25 years ago.
I think that story was false, though. 'Cause
Of course.
I really...
Of course it was false.
Because that was a buddy of mine, and I'd never heard it. And you know...
He would have
know-
told you.
Yeah, if you're doing dirty,
Like, yo, I
nasty shit...
came in this girl's ear
you're
last
gonna
night.
you're going to tell your buddies, like, you'll never guess. So, I don't believe that, but whatever. There was a couple years me and him didn't hang out, so maybe.
We went to a concert last night, and it was insane.
It was so much fun.
What was
was
it?
fun.
What show was it again? I know
Hippie Sabotage.
Hippie Sabotage.
Yeah.
It was great. It was
Oh
fun.
my gosh. It was so much
That's
fun.
why I wore this shirt. Just
How about those openers? They were just like chilling at the merch table.
Yeah. That was fun.
I'm
I was
bored as
like, you
fuck.
did so good.
He's like, I hate my life.
He looked like he was so bored. I
Yeah,
was
that
like,
chick too.
Yeah, I didn't notice her. I didn't see her.
She was sitting right next to him.
I didn't-
You told him good set and didn't say shit to her.
Oh, I didn't notice she was there.
Yeah, we're both like, good set, dude. And then she's just like, yeah, well, fuck me, huh?
Was she another opener, or was she
Yeah,
part of
she
that?
was the middle.
I didn't
Oh,
see,
no.
I didn't see her there.
That's horrible.
She was all right.
She was good. She was really good.
Yeah, you were bumping to her. I was annoyed. I wanted to punch some kids.
I
It's just annoying, man. People don't give a shit.
As I get older, I'm glad to see younger generation at concerts and stuff, keeping it going, obviously. But now I'm just that old man, like, get the fuck away from me. I just
Dude.
want to listen to music.
There was these two that were just like
there are
floating in front of us constantly, like not giving a fuck about anybody. I had to he hit Laura once on accident, like I was way out to get another drink. He like
Right.
bumped into Laura. I didn't say
he
anything.
spilled his drink on me.
Was that he spilled his drink on you?
Yeah.
I was going out
On his way out.
Okay, and then he
spilled his
came
drink on
back.
me.
and got a little rowdy when he came back. I said, hey, dude, pay attention to fucking people around you, man. Like,
But when
it's not
he
just
spilled
you.
his-
Okay.
I've tried so hard.
Go ahead, Laura.
Yeah,
When he spilled his drink, what?
When he spilled his drink on me, he didn't even say he was sorry. He looked at me and he was like, "Oh, did I spill on you?"
He
and
did
I
do
said,
that.
I said, "Yeah, you did." And he goes, "Oh, my bad." And he just walked away.
Well, that's a concert apology.
No, not really. Not when it was that much. Like, it wasn't a little bit. Like, he spilled a lot on me.
I know,
like,
but-
pretty much almost his whole drink was on my shoe.
No.
Yeah, but who had a
Oh.
worse time? Him for spilling a $15 beer, or you for getting a $15 beer spit on you? A concert apology, my bad. I mean, that's just the etiquette.
It wasn't my bad. It was my bad. And, like, he was like a dick. He was a dick about it.
He was pissed. He just lost a half a...
I like how Alan's sticking up for this guy.
No, I'm just...
See, that's how he feels about you.
Okay.
That's how he
but
feels about you.
Listen, he shouldn't have been standing in front of me to begin with
Yeah.
because I was standing here and here I am. And he comes from back here, gets in front of me, and I went, "What the fuck?" And then he turns around, hits me with his drink, covers me in his drink, and goes, "Oh, my bad.
Well,
Did I spill on you?" And then I was like, "What the fuck?" And he goes back past me again.
How many concerts have you been to? Seriously, I'm not being a dick.
Like a bunch. Why?
That's pretty normal, though, isn't it? Like,
to have somebody get right in front of you, dude stand right in front of you for no
It
reason.
does seem to be normal.
that's at least I don't know.
It's rude. I've never had
Yeah.
a dude get directly in front of me.
Well, it
at a
happened
gig.
twice at concert.
I've had people stand.
Twice. So people just don't give a shit. And then
Yeah.
when we sat, we were in the middle of the pit at this point.
Where
Notice
were you
who
at?
It was though.
Middle of
They
the
were
pit.
two
No.
guys that were both younger than me
Yeah, on drugs.
that were fucked up.
Yeah,
On
where
drugs.
They were
where's it gonna
not guys
And then
that
that
were
one
our
guy-
age or above.
No, they were all young kids. And then that Carhartt kid that was like
So
busting
how
through
many
people.
concerts have you been to, sir, where you
ton. You
pissed
stand
her
in
off.
front of a girl?
You pissed her up.
Everyone.
So you're a fucking dick.
Everyone's
Fuck
a
you
fucking
for
dick.
doing that.
Everyone's a dick. You go find a
need to
spot.
get concert etiquette where you do not stand in front of a girl. You need to look around and say, "Hey, am I taller than that person? I'm not going to get directly in front of her."
I do
because
try to do
I'm
that.
not a fucking cocksucking motherfucker.
I do try not to. Like, I mean, when I go up, I find an opening.
Get him.
Ooh.
If I find an opening,
Get him.
You're that motherfucker.
Get him.
Everybody's
Fuck
that
you.
fucker at a concert.
Get him,
No,
Laura.
I'm
Get
not,
him.
because I have what's called etiquette for the people around me. I give a fuck about people around me
Man.
and their fucking preciousness. Because
fucking
other
hit a
people are
chord.
here and they paid for their ticket just like I paid for my motherfucking ticket. And I give a fuck about you having a good time just like I give a fuck about myself. I don't just care about me. I am so fucking
Preach.
over everybody only caring about their goddamn motherfucking selves.
Preach, sister.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
No.
She
I am
said
so
earlier she
over
ain't
it.
got nothing to say.
I'm so over it.
I ain't got nothing to say today.
I'm
I am
just
so fucking over it. No. You only care about yourself. That's what you just fucking said.
She hates you now.
That's okay.
She looks down on you.
That's okay.
She thinks you're
I
a
do
piece
not
of
look
shit.
down on him, and I do not. No, that's what he just said. He goes, well, that's okay. That's what people do. They only look out for themselves.
I mean, it is what people do.
I told you that though, didn't I? I said we're around
And
a bunch
you
of
know
people
what?
that don't give a fuck about anybody else but themselves.
The lawn, like, where were you guys at? That's my question. Where were you at?
We're Old National. That's where we go.
Where's Old National? I don't know.
The Mirage.
The Egyptian room.
The
So
Egyptian
it's a room, and then they,
Yeah, it's a room. It's a small room. They have like general admission, like pit, little standing
okay,
area.
the general admission, and then they have seats, right? Do they have
a
seats?
small amount.
Okay, I don't know. I've never been to that one.
Standing in your spot that you get when you go in, there's only so much room.
Yeah, like it's not like we had like this big gap between us and the next person. Like
That
the guy didn't sneak in. It was kind of annoying.
Shoves himself in front of a small
I had to
woman.
say something.
That's not fucking right.
I personally, so I was in the process of saying that while you were yelling.
Dang it! I didn't hit start recording.
Shut up.
Fuck. I did it. This is audio. Wow, the video just kicked in. I didn't get any of that on record.
Watching her face go all fucking nuclear.
God dang it!
Anyway,
I'm sorry if I go nuclear.
No,
but you know
it's
what?
fine.
It's. I'm sorry, but there's so many aspects of our life right now. There are people that are just not giving a fuck about other people around them, and not just at a concert. It's in a lot of aspects, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being the person that gets the brunt of it. like, no.
Oh, I don't disagree. Like I said, what I was trying to say is I walk up, I find an opening, and when I walk in, I always talk to people right behind me. Hey, am I good? And of course, I've never once been told no, because at a concert, you know that you don't have much of a choice. And when people come up and ask me, hey, yeah, man, you're good, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Right.
And then what I try to do, because, you know.
And then you stay there in your fucking position.
Yeah, but you shit. Of course, most of the concerts I've been to.
That's not what I'm talking about, though. That's not what I'm fucking talking about.
Most of the concerts I've been to, it's rock stuff. So I mean, there's a mosh pit, so you move over here.
You're sticking up for the wrong fucking horse, buddy.
I'm not sticking up for nobody. I'm saying that when you go to a crowded people, you are not the center of the universe. Nobody gives a fuck about you.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that nobody should stand there and go, I'm gonna push my way in and get in front of her.
If somebody pushed you out of the way,
and I'm gonna be bigger than her.
You said he walked in front of you.
Yeah.
And then he turned and accidentally. Okay.
She's exaggerating.
Okay.
I'm not exaggerating.
No, he didn't push you out of the way.
If he pushes you out of the way,
I would have fucking said something.
Yeah.
If I'm
You did say something.
Yeah, but he didn't push you out of the way.
He didn't push me
Just like
like
he
that,
didn't
but he,
spill
like,
your entire drink on you. You're being a little exaggerative.
Either way,
I'm on your side. The two guys were being dicks.
And then the second guy literally walked up like this.
Yes.
And went.
The second guy was really on mushrooms or like hard. Yeah, and then you said something in
front of me like that, and he went, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yep.
Did he move?
He did move.
Okay, then.
He did move.
Because he did a dick thing. That was a dick move.
He was on a lot of drugs.
I'm not the center of attention, and I don't expect to be the center of attention.
No, I didn't say you would listen. Wow, now I'm starting to experience.
I told you, you barked up the wrong tree, Alan.
I'm saying that's just the culture. It is what it is. You can't fight fate. It is
what I was trying to get at.
Concerts are.
But it's not always, because you can go in and have a great experience like we did at Bryce Vine, when there's plenty of people around that are kind and look around and are like, hey, you can't see? Oh, let me look at right here. Oh, let me make sure.
That was just you at the babe. That was literally just you.
Those two guys were standing right there, and they made sure everything was fine. Every other concert I've ever been to before was fine like that. Like, everybody's always concerned about people around them.
That's cool. I mean, I haven't been to many like that.
I think that what we're experiencing is what it is. Like he said, like especially where we were at. One at Bryce Vine, we were more on the outskirts,
and it's always
this
the
one
drunks.
right in the fucking middle is where all the crazy people go.
Okay.
I've had people ask me to move before because I am a bigger dude, and like I come in, I get my spot, and then or they come in behind it. That happens more often than not, because usually I get to concerts fairly early, and well,
you're a big dude. No one's pushing you around.
Well, no, but if they say, "Hey, can you scoot over?"
Compare you and Laura. Like they see Laura as they see you as a threat. Laura's just like, okay, get out of my way, little girl.
Other side, like I've had people come up behind us. Because I usually get there early. Because I like to pick. There's a certain.
Yeah, but your concerts you're going to are where?
Of course, I'm at
the Lawn. You're at Noblesville. Yes. You're outside, and I think that's a little different than the Old National, especially in the middle of the Egyptian Room where we were standing in the beginning. It's a lot of people that don't give a fuck. When we were on the outside, I felt like we had a lot better time. Don't get mad, Laura. Come back.
It's not that you're right
I'm
or
on
wrong.
your side.
It's not right or wrong. It's just kind of.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not.
It's the same concept of saying when you go over to England, you're driving on the wrong side of the road. It's just how they do it. I'm not saying it's not stupid or it's not wrong.
I don't think that you're saying it's stupid. I don't think that you're saying it's wrong. I don't give a fuck if you think it's wrong or not. I don't think that it's right. I don't think that you're right. I think that that's an ignorant way to look at it, to say that that's okay. That's just how it is. That's just the culture. No, it's not. That's ignorant. That's people that are rude. That's rude people culture. That's not thinking of others first. You should always have others in your mind first.
That's how you were raised.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how we're raising our kid, but that's not how 90% of the people in America are raised.
And the reality is I used to be that way. But the world does not give a fuck, so get yours. Like I'm not going to put.
That's not how I'm going to be.
I'm not going to put people down.
Ever be. And that's not how I'm raising my child to be. And that's not how I'm going to walk out into the world and approach it.
And unfortunately, that's why you're always going to be disappointed every time you walk out in the world. I'm not knocking it. I wish the world was like what you're talking about.
This is like that Fallout series right now. Like, you're the Vault Dweller, and he's like a guy that's been on the surface the whole time.
I don't mean it in a bad way. If the world was the way you're talking about, it would be a lot better place.
Not disappointed. I just see assholes out there. And I have stories to say.
No. I got that's what we do. Tell them all.
So a new Fallout show came out. It was really good.
Nice
Video game. See, I brought it in there. I segued. Segued out of this.
Every time a heated debate, you're like, I'm bored with this conversation.
Yo, and I love this debate. Her vape died immediately too, so that was another factor into this whole.
Now it's coming
together. I'm not pumped about people being shitty. No, okay. I do want to. I want to talk about more. I want to talk about more. There's literally 2 people that lit up an entire blunt, like and there was a guy right in front of us. Well, I saw him lighting something, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I thought he was just hitting out of like a pipe.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was doing meth. To be honest, I was like, "This dude was doing crack or meth like right in front of me." Oh yeah, they stopped the show twice. So I was like, "What?" And then I saw him go and put it down. I'm like, Laura, he's got a blunt like right there. And then when we went, this was in the middle, and then towards the end of the concert, we stayed in the back where because I was done with that middle area, and I felt better in the back. There's a group of chicks in front of us that was passing around a blunt, like right in front of fucking security and shit. Like, what in the hell is happening? We couldn't believe it. The vaping thing is one thing. Like, the kids hitting the vape in the air. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you going to stop the vaping? But, like, straight up smoking like joints and blunts in the fucking room.
I've been to enough concerts where I've seen
outside.
Inside. I've seen some. I've had a few inside concerts.
Where?
There's a place up in Shipshawana. It was a country concert.
Okay.
And then
I feel like they're not doing that at the Morgan Wallen concert at Lucas Oil Stadium.
I guarantee you they are.
You think they are?
Garth Brooks
really?
At the Conseco. Yes.
Have you been to stadiums like that where they smoking blunts and shit?
No, I don't go to stadiums.
No, but have you ever been to a concert where they're like straight smoking weed, like blunt? Yeah. That's like a normal thing?
Yeah.
I've never been to a concert where I didn't have
but where I grew up, everybody, I mean, like, my first concert was Tom Petty.
Well, God, fuck. Obviously, there's all kinds of drugs going on there. And that's a big festival type concert, too.
Yeah. My first concert was Tom Petty, and it was an outdoor concert.
Now, okay, what concerts have you gone to in the past that would compare to, like, the Egyptian Room? Like,
to the Egyptian Room?
Yeah.
We had a place called The Staircase.
This was a smaller venue?
And
comparatively.
I saw, Nickelback. No,
people
that wasn't
smoking
at
weed
the Staircase.
there. Guaranteed.
Where did I see Nickelback at? It wasn't at the Staircase. It was somewhere, but it was an inside venue, but it wasn't. It was probably not that small. I don't know. I don't think I've been to a smaller venue like that, like as small as that.
I call that more intimate. Like, we were just looking at another concert, right? But it was a festival, and I'm like, I'm still easing into this concert. See, I don't.
I prefer the outside stuff because, and maybe it is a cultural thing, because not cultural, but just a environment thing. When I go, I have a hard time going to indoor concerts because I'm so used to the craziness, the lawn aspect. Now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to go into the ones where it's theaters and shit like that, where you sit down and enjoy it. I would probably get pissy too if people started getting rowdy in there. I pay in a little bit more.
You would have been pissy at this one.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have been.
There was a lot of people there that was like, I don't give a fuck about you.
And you just have to also match that energy, because that's
shitty energy to match.
I have shot people down real fucking quick for being a dick in front.
I'm not a fucking bitch. Like, I got elbowed in the fucking back of the head. I didn't turn around and was like, how dare you? Like, I didn't even say anything. Like, I understand things happen. Like, I'm at a concert that's crowded. Like, I'm in a crowded space. Like, I'm a short person and I'm in the way. Like, I get it. Like, things fucking happen. that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I get that. That kind of stuff happens. I get it. But the whole thing where, like, I can literally hear the girl saying to the guy, well, just kind of scoot your way right in front. Just kind of go right there. And, like, non-aggressively. And I looked at her, and she looked at me, and then he scooched his way right in front of me and did that. And I went, are you really going to get right in front of me like that?
Well, that...
Right in front, so I can't
Okay, see, a little more of the story. I would have turned around and told her to fuck right off and told him not... But then again, that's me.
How are we going back to this again?
I don't know. You didn't stop it completely. You brought up... You brought up your
Anyway,
shock.
I want to talk about more of the concert.
There
It's
was
fun.
really a
You
lot
brought
of people
kids?
that were dressed cool. Lack of dress, should I say?
Dude, there was chicks in just straight pasties that did not need to be in pasties.
Body paint, really. Like, it
Chicks
was
with their
like-
asses
it was
out,
just
every-
painted nipples.
Yep.
It was.
Laura had her tits out, and I was like, well, she's going to be...
I did not have my tits out. You
she's
say
gonna-
it like I had like my boobs out like painted nipples. Like, no, I did not.
She was showing some cleavage, and I'm like, oh, I like this. And I was
had
a little
a-
risque, and I got there. She's like, she ain't risque
She's
at all. She's
conservative.
classy. Everybody else like, look at my titties. Here they are.
Everybody else was in like bikini tops and like
Underwear.
underwear.
Yeah, for sure.
And like,
It's crazy.
They were in like rave clothes, and I was in like a sweater.
Right.
I carry that sweater. I had a way better time in the back. They
Yeah.
offered us to buy seats, and we were like, oh, should we? Should we? And then we didn't. And then at the end, we're like, we should have had seats. We should have bought the seats.
Yeah, I mean...
It was a light show. It's like, because like that's just, she was like, I really want to see it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that. So that's why we were in the middle, and it was cool. But like, there was times where I was like, that's too bright. Like, I had to put my head down or close it or whatever. And when we were in the back, you could still see everything just fine and like
Better, probably.
better. Like
Yeah.
my eyes weren't like, oh my gosh, this is
Now
attacking
we know
my
for
eyes.
next year, 'cause, like,
yeah,
I
for sure.
really want to go again next year.
And I either we got a plan. We got to get seats and do our
Yeah.
thing.
We got
It's
a plan.
different.
We got a plan.
But I'm not about that festival. That's the thing. I'm not. I'm easing into this concert thing. It's like you can't ass fuck me right away. You know. I feel like festivals are just good ass fucking.
I will never
A
forget
nighttime festival show. That
None of it?
that light show would be sick.
You're not selling it. Give a shit if it's night, day, morning, afternoon. Like, I don't want to be in an area with more than like 1,000 people.
Oh.
Well, NF is gonna really.
Well, I understand that. That's why I'm glad we like eased in. So like I'm ready to go next month. Kind of like.
Have you ever been to Old Deer Creek?
No,
Never?
ever. No, I've only been to the Egyptian room, and then I don't remember the room I saw Tech Nine in, but it was a smaller venue in Kansas City. It wasn't very.
So you've
big.
never been in an outdoor concert where it was crazy?
No,
Oh wow.
I don't
That's
want to.
all I've ever been to.
I don't want to.
And that's probably there's more room. That's why it doesn't seem so bad. That's why
What's the point of you guys can't see anything?
It's the music.
It's the music.
I got music on YouTube.
It's different.
It's just being out there. It's the vibe.
yeah.
It's like you feel the music.
It's not my.
And
vibe.
Feel
maybe that's why it's not such a big deal to me, because there's always a hill or there's always
Yeah, I sit on the grass and
yeah.
I like sit there and like I feel the grass. I feel the vibe. Like
not my vibe.
I was supposed to be down in the pit
And,
for
like-
corn, and then I ended up getting COVID. That's the one time that I was pissed.
I heard that a lot last night. This is my vibe. We were peeing. I was peeing, and this one guy was like, "I don't know where I'm at right now."
You ever had
His
anybody
eyes was
puke on you?
closed. No,
Oh,
He's
dude,
just
I
like,
about stomped that fucker.
I don't know where I'm at. And one guy from the other side goes, "Narnia, bro." I was just laughing. This is so many people.
I walked
just
into the
on-
bathroom and there was a girl
Oh,
on
yeah.
the floor.
Oh yeah,
banging.
She was like
freaking out.
They stopped the show twice.
all the waters in the bathroom were on. All of them.
Always.
And she was like just freaking out, just freaking the fuck out. And I was like, what the hell? And she's like, I don't know.
Must have got some of them Kokomo drugs.
I
don't know,
what
man.
to
She-
do. And then the the lady came in and she was like, all right, honey. So like she went to go talk to her and I went in the bathroom. And then as I came out, she was gone. And Brandon's like, you didn't see all the police and everybody come in there?
There's like a bunch of dudes walked in there.
What police?
For her? To get
yeah,
her?
I guess. And I didn't
EMT
see
was in
any
there and
of
everything.
it. I didn't see any of it. I was in there peeing and didn't I didn't have a damn clue. I was like, what?
It's crazy.
There was an EMT in there?
People party really hard at those places. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah, well, they do, smoking weed and
It
everything.
was beside us, was having a good time, and all of a sudden I look over and she's on the ground having a fucking seizure. We were watching System of a Down, and it was, you know, I mean, there's a lot of jumping around and shit, but she was there the whole time. She wasn't with us, and we're talking, and she was cool. The guy that was with her and their group, you know, you're just out there just talking to people in between the bands or whatever. Great time. And then I look over and this chick is on the fucking ground out. And I talked to her. There was a chick there with them. And I was like, hey, your fucking friends down here. And they had to call security and they carried her out. It was fucking wild.
Yeah, he said they stopped the show twice. He kept turning on the lights and going,
Yo, we need to check this guy out.
Yeah, we need to check this guy out over here, or we need to check this one out over here. Security, check this person out. And then he'd go, all right, look to your left. Check your friend to your right. Check your new best friends.
Yeah.
Everybody okay? All right, we're going to keep going.
I like that. I like that artists are starting to do that now, but I do think that's because there'll be a clip of that on YouTube or Facebook or something. They didn't used to do that shit. It was just a matter of they just kept going unless.
What they do is throwing out waters and stuff. I mean, if they weren't, they're not. Their act isn't like singing and stuff. It's like they're DJs.
Yeah.
They do have they do like a little bit, but like it's not.
They know people are on.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's cool that they're starting to do that. Like you see rock, country, pop, all kinds of stuff. They're starting to check on people, and obviously there's a huge crowd. But I mean, I think that's cool because they're in an environment where people are probably borderline to ODing anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not even just that. I mean, if it's a hard rock concert, mosh pits get kind of, you know, I'm not going to say they're violent, but they get pretty rough sometimes. Or just the fucking heat, especially an all-day music thing where you've been out partying all day, just drinking, like you're not even doing anything wrong. No, the heat can get people. So I think it's good that they're trying to keep an eye out on the crowds a little. They're afraid of getting sued, I'm sure, because now it's a sue-happy world where, Rob Zombie just kept playing and my cousin died, so I'm going to sue him for something, you know what I mean? But it's nice to see, I guess. I've said it 7 times now. What now?
Brandon.
What?
Why are you just staring?
About what?
You're just staring at us.
Staring?
Yeah.
Staring.
Sharon.
Sharon?
Staring Sharon.
Sharon.
That's your new name.
We should play a game.
What game? I'm down.
Look at my wiener.
I played that this morning.
You can have that.
Find the wiener.
I forfeit.
I played hide the wiener this morning.
Oh,
Where'd you
I
hide
think
it?
the only thing I said was
Hid it in
like,
my hole.
Which one?
I've been really looking forward to that fill up,
My
and she
lower
goes,
one.
okay, and takes her pants off. I was like, I don't know if I was talking about sex. I can't hide it.
Nice.
What do you got? What are you guys looking at your phones for?
It went beep.
Yeah, my phone's vibrating. I've got kids and shit, so I got to keep.
Who's happening? What's happening?
Nothing.
Oh, I got a text from my friend.
Tell me.
Sarah.
Read it to the Read it to the class. Text messages with Laura.
It said, if
Yeah.
I had extra money, Lenny and I would be in a hotel for the weekend. LOL. I'm not. LOL.
Yeah, I ain't got no extra money either.
What the hell's extra money?
We spent a lot of money on this weekend. Concert and hotel, and dude, drinks are insane.
Yeah.
You just don't even look how you just don't even look. It's just like if I want it, I guess it is what it is. Like I don't even want to know I'm spending $85 every time I go up there.
They've done ruined my concert traditions. I always put X amount of money in my pocket, and I don't take
Cashless.
Now it's all cashless. Like, fuck.
Cashless.
But
They don't take cash anymore?
the last two I've been
No,
at,
not at there either. They had big old signs. Cashless.
you can go there and buy a debit card.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, they don't, it's insane.
They know what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Because it is really, I
A
don't
lot
know.
easier to spend $45 on a magnetic piece of card than actually shell out $45 hairs.
And it is insane. Like, I'm such a tightwad at concerts. When I did drink a little bit, you know, if I went to a party at one, we would get fucking wasted out in the parking lot. We would tailgate like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then come in, so that way you can nurse one drink or two drinks the whole night.
Yeah.
But even then,
I feel like all we had was like 3 drinks.
Oh, yeah?
is that what you feel like?
Yeah.
You do?
Is that counting the one that got
Good.
dumped on you?
Good.
The one that got dumped on me would make it 4 drinks.
Yeah, I'm glad you feel that way.
How many drinks did you actually purchase?
I think we did 5 rounds.
So 10 drinks. Whew. I bet
I
that
had water in between.
One time.
but
Yeah,
that
we got
costs
one
too,
night.
though.
Yeah, that's $5 right there.
Yeah, that's not free.
Well, they wouldn't give you ice.
Oh no,
No, yeah, they won't give you nothing.
they won't give you the lids to your drinks. What are you fucking talking about?
It's crazy, like that water that they won't give you. They won't just give you a water anymore.
They were that's why that guy was throwing waters out. The band guy,
Yeah.
he was throwing waters out to the crowd. It's like, yeah, because if you're on drugs, you ain't got no money. you just came all drugged up. You can't even buy water.
That's
You
crazy.
can go in the sink like a little kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
That's
they're gonna
insane.
stop you.
That's insane.
Don't drink that water. You can go to the toilet. Be a little kitty cat.
There should be a tent or something with free water.
A tent inside the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a space.
They should just have a big jug of water out there. Pass it around everybody.
yeah, but then some dickhead would somehow find a
Like-
way
like
to
a-
spike it or something.
Peeing it.
A jug like where you can, like with the little cups.
You know what they should have? A place to bob for apples. Put your head in there a little bit. Get a little drink, get a little apple anyway. You know?
Somebody would drown.
For realsies. But that's a chance you take when you're bobbing for apples. You know? You're always going in thinking, I could drown. Clip it.
I didn't see any clips this week. Did he not?
Yeah, I don't know. He might be dead. He didn't respond to me or anything. He's not dead. Don't say that.
That's horrible.
I haven't got, I didn't pay for April. So.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
I saw something about the solar eclipse.
Yeah. BJ, we were downstairs and I was just falling asleep. I was like, put everywhere you on. What you on?
What did you just say?
Put whatever
Did you
you
just have a stroke?
put whatever you want on. And like he clicked on YouTube and then our video popped up and it's a picture of me in the glasses that said the world's gonna end. He goes, Dad, why are you saying the world's gonna end? I was like, it's a joke. He's like, oh, about the solar eclipse. A lot of people saying that. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people did say that. I was like, did it end though? He goes, no.
That we know of.
I said, well, it was a joke. Yeah, okay, that we know of. This motherfucker at McDonald's goes, he's just like, I could tell he's back there in deep thought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you thinking about, bud? He goes, well, you know, just talking to myself. And I'm like, yeah, Daddy does that too. It's called the inner monologue. And then, you know, I was like, that's it. And he kind of finally we got into the lane. He goes, I was thinking about if we're not real. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, we might not be real. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, VJ? He's like, we're not real. Like, I don't know. Like, are we real? And I'm like, all right, stick your hand out. He stuck his hand out. I was like, now hit it with your other hand. And he hit it. I go, did you feel that? He goes, yeah. I go, pretty fucking real, right? He's like, yeah, but no. What if it's not real? And I'm like,
How do you answer that?
I don't even know what you're talking about. And he's like, what's up, guy on YouTube? I was like, oh, there you go. He's not right about everything on YouTube. He said we could be like a hologram. I'm like, oh, like one big video game?
That simulation?
Yeah.
We're living in a
He's
simulation.
like, yeah, kind of like a video game. I'm like,
That movie came out in 1999, bud. It was a
so
good
do you
movie.
believe in God? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, okay, so how are we not real? He goes, Okay, yeah, you convinced me. I think I'm done with my point now. I don't, and it doesn't make any sense.
So you have nice conversations with your kids that give me hope or your kid that give me hope for the future.
Why?
That's not how it is at my house.
Yeah, you tell them to shut the fuck up. I'll make more pizza rolls. We went through your text messages. Dr. Kill, come work for me. Put sweet tea in a refrigerator. Can't fit no butter in there.
Not exactly what I said, but it was close.
Your kid's like, we're not really like, go to your fucking room. Of course you're not real. None of this is real.
Now, my son is trying to convince me that he did not pop his brand new tire by doing wheelies. He said, Dad, now mind you, I've watched him try riding wheelies because he's almost got to the point where he can ride the wheelie now. And I know he's ramping every fucking thing that has any kind of elevation whatsoever. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what happened. I said, you popped your tire from... And he goes, before you say it, I wasn't ramping or doing wheelies. The fuck you were? Like, what? Nothing. Your tire's not just going to pop. Meanwhile, your kid's contemplating the meaning of life. Fuck.
He does that.
Yeah. My kid's meaning of life is... When's supper? And can I go away from you? Will you turn my internet on? And can I go outside?
Oh, I get to get Dad, can I have internet? Like we soon as we get in the car. Dad, you got internet? I'm like, motherfucker, I had a Game Boy. Like, you ain't getting internet.
We had travel bingo cards. What are you talking
I had that
about?
Too. I had those too.
I had a Polly Pocket.
That's the toys or the Gigapet thing? What was that?
No, they're a little toy.
Like it opens up and it's a little house.
Yeah, the guy ones they had were like He-Man.
Yeah, okay, I remember
stuff.
those. My sister had some of those. And then we got the Gigapets.
Oh,
Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Well, we got the
Gigapets were like the cheaper version.
You got to remember, we got everything 5 years after it was outdated. When
that was
my mom
the EBT
found
version.
one.
I had a Gigapet. I had a Gigapet. I didn't have a Tamagotchi.
Those are too expensive.
We had Tamagotchis.
I had like a mermaid one.
What? Mine was an egg.
Mine was like it was a purple shell, and when you open it up, it was a mermaid, and it swam around.
Yeah, Gigapets. Jillian had a few of those.
Did you have the old school handheld games too? The one game?
Garage sales.
Fuck yeah. Those are fun still.
Yeah, those are great. I don't know about still, but...
Well, I mean, I guess it's been a while since I played one, but... The old fishing game, when that thing came out, that was the tits. I loved it.
It was. I mean,
I didn't have one. My stepsister had one.
As tits, but
I remember the fishing game, the handheld one. Yeah, I had one of those. My dad had one.
I bet he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My dad had one.
My stepsister had one, and when nobody was around, I was allowed to play it. So.
You put it up your ass.
Well, yeah. Where else would you?
That's how you played it. You played that like a tune.
Like a tune.
Speaking of tunes, I watched that new Mario movie finally yesterday.
Did you just fart after something put it up your butt?
Lord, you fart?
No.
You went.
I hope it was a fart.
I tooted.
She farted. Farted on air.
I tuned it too.
Stinks too.
Yeah.
The look you just gave me makes up for the yelling and screaming at me earlier.
Listen.
Uh-oh, you fucking
I'm
idiot.
Just playing.
You idiot.
I'm playing.
Bad.
Yeah, you pissed her off, dude. We don't have 9 minutes of that on film, but those 9 minutes they would have been you. The look she was giving to you, she was about to rise up and take over. Her like,
it's okay.
You weren't there. You don't know.
I was kidding.
You don't know. Then you said to me,
I brought you a Coke.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. But
okay.
that does not make up for the fact that
how
you
nice
said
I've always
to
been
me that, well, you're not the center of the universe.
That is not what I said.
Yes, it is.
That's not what I said.
Roll the fucking tapes.
I'm going to listen to that. That's not what I said.
You did say that.
And
you said it like three times. You're not the center of the universe. You're not the center of the universe. You dumb bitch. You're not the center of the universe.
That's what you said.
Is that what I said?
Crazy. You know and then like her eyes got wide and she was going to hit you. It was crazy.
I'm so sick of women hitting me. I'm just
You're a crazy girl, huh? I'm crazy. You're crazy girl.
Stop it.
You're crazy. Silly girl, huh? You know, Lord thinks I'm part of the lizard people.
Oh,
I think
She said that one time. She said one time because I like, you know, sometimes I'll just stick my tongue out a little bit, like randomly. I don't know. It's just something I do. It's called a tick. Don't make fun of it. And she goes, I think you're part of the lizard people.
I never said that. He's exaggerating. You're exaggerating. You're
Here we go.
exaggerating.
See what this is her.
You're exaggerating.
Stop kicking the cameras, Dick.
Her shield or like her
You fucked up the cameras.
No, I didn't. They look fine.
You fucked up my camera.
Doesn't matter. No one's watching. We're at 39 minutes. 40. So
Goodbye. Just hit the button.
hit the button.
Are
we doing it?
We're doing it.
This is what we're going to talk about next episode.
We're done.
No, we're not done.
You're done.
You got to do it in 2.
You're
You're
done.
fucking done, son.
All right. Speak out if you're listening if we should do a new format where we do 2 40-minute episodes a week.
Nobody's listening.
That's the point I'm asking them right
Retention
now.
is down.
The retention is down. Retention's falling right now. It's falling down just like that guy's drink all over you.
Yeah.
It's falling down like
Oh, my bad.
yeah, it's
not
falling
near as
down like
funny when it's happening to me.
like Allen's. Your respect for Allen,
Wow.
because we know you lost a lot of it today. So fucking doing that on the fucking mic, Laura. What the fuck is wrong with you? Delicious Coca-Cola.
All I was missing was a.
Yeah, you know, you could have done an ad there. Oh my gosh. I guess we're not doing 2 40-minute episodes today.
What I tell you?
Is that what you want to do?
Run the
Like,
tape?
2 right
No,
there?
because you just want to leave right now. You don't want to do another one.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said no.
You said no to that?
What?
You said no to that?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you told me earlier, you said you do this for me, so it doesn't matter what you
When
want.
you sent that, I was like, Laura doesn't want to do 2 in an episode, and I don't have enough time to come here any other day.
I was going to do 2 in a day.
Yeah, but we've talked about that since we started, and we've never done it.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Okay, let's do it.
I want to come up, right now, plan for next week to be a two-parter.
No.
Yes, and then we need to come up with a signature segment. Like, who licks
Not
this
good
pussy?
Podcast material right now.
Yeah,
right now
but
it is.
It's really,
It doesn't matter. Our retention's down.
Yeah, nobody's listening but us.
We can talk about this.
Shut the podcast off right now.
Why?
This is the good stuff. The people that do like us,
And what are we're starting again, and then we'll talk about it at the beginning of the podcast so everybody listens.
we'll just start all over like it's not the same day I pissed you off. We can pretend like it's a whole new day.
No.
No, you're still gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let you get pushed around at a concert. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I know, because nobody could get past you.
All right, I would.
Was that a fat joke?
No.
Wow, that sounded like a fat joke.
Sound like a fat joke to me. You big motherfucker! No one get past your big ass.
Yeah,
He's just tall and he's large.
Fat.
He's
I want to be hurt, but that was perfect. He's just like this really tough fat.
he's not fat. He's large.
No, he's pretty
I'm not fat. I'm big bone.
Nope, he's pretty fat. He's fat right now.
Are you?
Yeah. All the weight I lost, I put back on. It's
You
ridiculous.
don't look fat.
Me too.
You're a big boy, but you don't look fat.
Well, I appreciate that.
I call you fat for comedic reasons.
I appreciate
I
that.
feel like we're the same size, buddy.
You
Oh my-
are.
What the fuck is wrong
Listen,
with you? You're definitely not.
You are way
You feel
too
like
nice.
3 of you with him. First of all,
Oh, there's a
I feel
joke
like
there.
we're the same size.
Like,
What are you looking at? Are you looking at one of those fun mirrors in a fun house or some shit?
We're the same size.
shit.
You're the same size in God's eyes.
Yeah.
You're all his little children.
Nope, her soul's even
Weird
better, bigger
dude
than
that
mine.
he wants us all to
apparently.
be children.
Her soul's probably a little bigger than mine. She's nicer. Except for when you're yelling.
What's
at
the
someone.
Egyptian thing? They weigh your heart up to feather and to see if you can make it into the afterlife or not.
Yep, feather. Is it truth or guilt? If you feel guilty against the or whatever.
Dude, the Egyptians be running this shit. We're all gonna find out they were right.
What do they do with your foot?
Anubis. The guy with that dog head ushers you to the afterlife and takes you to the scales of
something.
Shanubius. I don't know. And they weigh your heart against the feather of truth.
I don't know if it's the truth or...
Yes, it is.
Is it the truth?
It's the feather of truth.
I'm pretty sure I just said the feather of truth or something, and then I think you picked up on it as if that was fact.
Well, I heard it somewhere.
I've been watching this guy.
No, I'm done. And it weighs it against the feather.
Yeah.
And then if your heart is heavier,
pretty
you
much
don't get in.
The idea is if you feel guilty about something, you're going to go to hell, or their version of hell. Which,
so ask for forgiveness.
I think.
I
think when you look at all the religions, obviously they have different ways of getting there. But I think it all boils down to that idea of if you feel guilty about something, that's what's going to.
No, I'm pretty sure the Vikings believe that you should die in cold blood, and that's how you get there.
You don't
battle.
But you don't feel guilty about dying in battle. You don't
battle. I must die for Valhalla.
I feel guilty about a lot of shit.
Well, then you better get right with that shit.
Get right, girl.
Isn't that because I'm a good person, though? Like,
no, you shouldn't feel guilty about anything. If you've repented and said you're sorry, then they don't exist anymore.
I feel regretful.
Regret or like actual...
Like, I'm so sorry I did that.
My microphone smells like smoke. Is yours?
No.
Is yours?
No.
Is it because it's over here? It's because it's in front of my desk?
That or it's your upper lip.
Anyway.
Anubius. Oh, what's that Eminem line? I did see that porno with Shanubius.
Shanubius?
Yo, ain't you ever seen that movie, kids? No, but I seen that porno with Shanubius. Damn. That's a great song. Can you name that song? Bet you can't.
You gotta give me more.
I sang 2-person part there.
Yeah.
So one part and a second part.
I don't know.
What song is it, Laura?
I don't know.
Grady walks into work from the hard days of work. Grady walks into his trailer from a hard day's work to find his wife in bed with another man.
2 trailer park girls go around the outside.
No. Guilty conscience. Eminem, Dr. Dre.
I was close.
With?
In that era.
2 trailer park girls go running outside, running outside, running outside.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the song?
So are we? What are we?
How about seeing Eminem in Chicago?
What?
Huh?
You gonna go see him?
No, I'm not going ever Chicago. There's a drunk fly flying around.
How about seeing him? What about him?
And what about him?
What about him?
What about him? This is why no one listens after 40 minutes.
Yeah, I told you, shut it off. We were doing good. And it hit 40 minutes.
Were we doing good?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We need to do 2 40-minuters.
We have nothing left after 40 minutes.
Okay, but we need to do a signature segment to kick it like we used to do Family Feud.
Okay.
So the next one will be all games?
No, I don't want a signature segment, you cocksuckers.
Okay, let's do it.
What is it?
Family Feud.
No, Is this what I do?
Yes.
This is what I do?
Absolutely.
To people? Because it's fucking annoying.
Yes, it is.
What do you want? That's the signature segment.
What do you people want? Let us know.
They don't ever let us know. We've asked them to communicate to us several times. They don't.
Because they just want Gladys. And I don't want to give it to them.
I don't want it. It's been so many years since I heard that stupid fucking voice, and I don't miss it.
Well, I do. She was fun.
She came out last night. She was smoking a Newport.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I could start a whole podcast about that. We walk into the ghetto gas station, ghetto liquor store, ghetto. So we got you don't shop. You tell the shopkeeper what you want. We get in there and Laura goes, "How do we shop?" I'm like, "You don't. You tell them what you want, and they give it to you because it's bulletproof all around, you know."
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Laura's just like, "What do we do?" And I'm like, you just tell me what you want. I'll tell you. And she's like, I want Newport 100s. And then this chick in front of us was like, girl, I'm going to upgrade. I want cools, but now I'm going Newports tonight.
It's a Newport kind of night.
And I'm like, is that an upgrade? She's like, oh, hell yeah. They're like $1 more. And I'm like, oh. Fucking ghetto, man. I love it. This is a dumb white bitch. Like, I'm going Newports tonight. Woo! It was crazy.
That's really what she was
nuts.
doing.
It was nuts. And then she had the hell of a time paying for it. I don't know what the fuck was going on. EBT, like, but yeah. Sorry, I gotta do it this way. Gotta turn my card on. Blah, 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 Newports. And then turns around after buying the Newports and go, I blame you for this. What a night.
And I'm all drunk because it's after the concert.
And so Laura gets offended by it. She's like,
I was not offended.
Did I was really like, ruin her night?
I was like, oh my God, what? I was not offended.
Newports, yeah! You smoked them. You're like, I'm a little woozy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a Newport.
I smoked like half of it because I haven't smoked in a long time. And my vape died and I didn't have a charger.
She's just dragging Newports.
That's the last cigarettes that I used to smoke. So when we bought a pack, I smoked a cigarette, and I was
go back to Old Faithful, and it's never quite the same.
You didn't smoke Newports. You just smoked Marlboros.
I used to smoke Newport 100.
Not when we ever met.
That's the last cigarettes I smoked.
When?
That's the last thing I remember smoking.
You're wrong. When we met, you were smoking Marlboro Lights.
No. I never smoked Marlboro Lights.
Menthols. You were smoking Marlboro Menthols, the green pack.
Wow. Maybe I went down. I don't know.
Is Marlboro down from Newport? Like, is Newport like that?
I don't know.
I thought Newport was like the trash person cigarette. That's when that lady was like, I'm upgrading from my cools. I'm like, I don't know the brands here. Like, I didn't know one was a Mercedes and the other is a fucking GMC, like, or whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was classes of cigarettes. I thought they all I know American Spirit was supposed to be the best, but that was it.
No.
It's all natural shit. You know, put prune juice in it.
American Spirit sucks.
I always liked American Spirits. I never liked the price. Did you ever smoke?
I accidentally took one hit off of a cigarette.
So you never smoked?
Never, no. It was an accident. It was a home-rolled cigarette. I thought it was something else.
I hope BJ never smokes.
I don't think he ever will.
I want my kids to stay away from smoking and vaping. And all of it, really. But
I don't care if he smokes weed, but I don't want him to smoke cigarettes.
Is it bad that I don't, like, I wouldn't... Yeah, I'm with you. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that because my kids listen.
Yeah, no, I get that, though. But you got to wait. You can't.
For sure.
I kept telling our little nephew, he's 14 or 15 at the time, and he got in trouble for it. And I was like, dude, don't. Just chill out with that. Like, just wait. I promise you do it all you want when you're 18. Like, do it till you're crazy till you're 18. But just wait, man. Like, I wish I would have waited.
Yeah, I don't want my kids doing anything until they're adults, not because of the legal, just because of the development state. You know, get it.
They say 25 for dudes. Did you know that?
Is it?
That's why they raised the 21 too.
And that is true. It is so true about what they say about developmentally, like with your brain and everything, because I was in 7th grade and I had a 3.9 GPA and I started messing around with the wrong crowd and, not caring so much and
Well, see, there you go. You're going to compare that with your cognitive, but that's not true. That was just the crowd you were hanging out with. You just didn't care about school anymore. It had nothing to do with your cognitive ability. They just came out with a study that said,
I started smoking weed.
Yeah, but I'm just
but you also stopped caring about school. You wanted to go hang out with your friends.
A coincidence. More. It's not. What is it?
They're tied.
Coincidence is correlation.
But my GPA went down from a 3.9 to a 2.8.
Because you started hanging out with the wrong crowd and not caring. It had nothing to do with you smoking weed.
Yeah, it's because you started.
Weed was just part of it.
Yeah.
There was a lot other.
But hanging out with them led me to smoke.
Okay, right, but
led me to drink.
Hanging out with them also.
Hanging out with them is the root of the cause. Yeah. It had nothing to do with the drinking and the smoking the weed. It was hanging out with them.
You stopped worrying about school as much as hanging out with your friends. Your friends happen to be... The same thing happens when rednecks start hunting or when car guys start getting a car club. When you find school starts to get boring for you or you want to start doing other things, so then that becomes more important. It's all about priorities. And then, obviously, the wrong crowd can lead you to do some bad things, which then snowball. But I didn't start having trouble in school because of any one thing. It was because school. The only thing I could say was school was no longer a priority for me. And I do hope that my kids get through the school portion, even though I think a lot of stuff with school is redundant and bullshit. I really do think that they push this stuff. They're not teaching as much as they used to. They're teaching you how to take tests, I think.
I don't remember never not caring about school, though. Like, I always tried my hardest, and
Trying your hardest doesn't mean... Yeah.
Your heart wasn't in it no more, Laura.
Yeah, when you're taking the test,
you wanted
you're
to hang out and party
hardest,
more.
But you're thinking about the guy over there or hanging out with so-and-so or whatever. And then when you get out of school, you rush through to get your homework done because I want to keep good grades, but you're rushing through that so you can go fuck around with your friends.
Yeah.
They just did a study that said like smoking marijuana and it does not ruin your cognitive ability as like a development. I mean, it was one study,
because I know people that
I'm not saying it's
are flat
proof.
fucking burnt out because they've smoked way too much.
Again, though, not necessarily.
I know people.
Would you call me a fucking burnout? Honestly, would you call me a burnout?
I didn't know you. So
right now.
No.
Okay, because
there were times you could have.
No, I'm just saying. Like you're saying people smoke themselves to a burnout. Like, come on now. There's other stuff involved. You can't just blame it on cannabis because cannabis. Like, think about
that's true.
Think about my life. Like, I'm not. I'm probably allegedly. You get where I'm getting at.
No, I get you, and I don't.
I'm not a burnout.
I'm
probably one of the hardest working dudes you know.
I never went crazy with any of it, and I stopped doing everything a long time ago. Trust me. I wish that I didn't, but
there's just like Laura just said, there's more factors to it than just.
I don't disagree. I don't blame. That's why the original statement that I won't repeat because I don't want my kids to hear. I feel the same way.
Yo, Hunter, don't be smoking or doing nothing dumb till you're older.
Stop calling my kid out.
Well, you just said he listens.
Hey, I wish he didn't.
Just stop. It's stupid.
Yeah,
that's what we told it. We told our nephew, don't do it, and he did it, and he fucked his whole life up. Not whole life up. He fucked around and found out. Got kind of off on the wrong track. Found this girl that doesn't do it, and now he's not doing it again. It's like,
and things are starting to look up for him.
I don't know, but it sounds that way. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like you know what I mean? Like that leads you down the wrong track when you're young. Like do it when you're older, man.
It's all about people, places, and things as well. Like people, places, and things. People, places, and things. People, places, and things. You got to hang out with the right people. You got to be in the right places. You got to be around doing the right things.
I agree to an extent, but I do think that there's some things that I ask him. Some of the guys that I hung out with, they went down a very different path than me. And I was.
But you made a choice to not keep hanging out with those people. You didn't hang out with them the whole time. You were a different crowd in like senior year.
Kind of, but they were still my buddies. And I was in a lot of I was around the same people in the same places doing a lot of the same things. But something, fortunately for me, I don't know.
Did you ever hang out with this kid who was like a tall white dude that wrote like raps? Black hair. little depressed. I swear he's from Roosevelt. I don't remember his name at all, but I thought he was in that group. Real tall motherfucker. I mean, I was younger, though, so maybe he wasn't that tall.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't, or I would tell you.
Wrote raps.
Yeah, he wrote raps.
I know that, like, Kale was rapping.
No. He was old. He was like your age.
My age?
Mm-hmm. I had a couple classes with him. He was writing raps and shit. All right, it's been fun. It's been exciting. We didn't change the format today, so you're not listening to the good parts. I thought that cool part was pretty cool. You know?
Yeah. Newport.
Yeah, that part. And then Adam pissed off Laura.
And by the way, my bad.
Oh yeah, now. My bad. Don't hate me.
It's fine.
I just put it in you. I guess you can't do that to make you happy.
No.
Yeah, I can give you a good hug, but that's about as far as I can go. Sorry.
Bread loaf away. Don't touch my wife's tits. Aaron, get on your boy.
I didn't say it. Oh, my God. I didn't say hug her from behind.
How about the American Dad episode where they find the Fast and the Furious script and it turns out to be gay sex between Paul Walker and Vin Diesel the whole time? And they're like, we gotta change this before we give it to Hollywood. And then they take all the gay sex parts out. They give it to Hollywood. They're like, this is definitely not a Fast and Furious script because it doesn't have gay sex in it. We film it all and just cut it out for TV. There's like one scene where like Paul Walker's like his car's flipping over Vin Diesel's and their mouths touch and they start making out in midair. Sit on that.